appreciate you. Again, another round of applause. We thank you for seeing what you did for 5 years straight with your car show. It was amazing. Tell us about, just introduce us first, who you are, like, and kind of how you guys started. That's a pretty major club, man. I always was a fan of Cadillacs. I drove them all through college, and I told myself I'm never gonna get another one until it has 0 mileage off the showroom floor. But y'all really inspired me, pulling up every time I see y'all. They clean, they fresh. You got the old schools, you got the new Jones, and everybody's taken care of, and everybody's eating. Everybody's showing love. That's what I love about it. So tell us about, like, how did that all come about?
Man, we had a group of guys, man. We just got together in like 2017, and we said, hey, we gonna start us a club and do some give backs, you know what I'm saying? So we got together. It's about 15 of us, man, you know what I'm saying? We went through little trials and tribulations, got back together in 2019, and we've been going ever since, man. We've been giving back to the community. We do like sister struts, we do turkey giveaways, we do all the holidays and trunk or treats and all kind of things, man. And mainly, as you know well, as I do, we do one of the biggest car shows in St. Louis, man. You know what I'm saying? And
yes.
We peaceful. You know, we have a lot of people that support us.
Kids there, families there.
So we just love doing what we do. Giving back to the community is what it's about, man. I'm getting into foundations now, you know what I'm saying? My mother was a school teacher for years. So I just recently got her foundation started, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to give back, man. And the guys, and got one lady in the group, that's what we do, man. We try to give back to the community.
How do you think coming back to the community, giving back to the community, we know all the cool things that take place, like at the car shows and the shiny rims and things, but how do you think, like, seeing people that have grew up and came back and support and bring entertainment to the neighborhood for the community to enjoy, how do you think that really impacts the community?
Well, I think as far as coming back to the community like that, man, I think, you know, everybody has a past and things of that nature, so it's actually wonderful when you can come together and have peaceful events, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we mainly try to target. So, you know, we all like to come together and do some things, man, and be peaceful with it. You know, that's mainly what we like to do, you know. So we just enjoy each other. We're really like a family, man, you know. So I love Cadillac4Life. I love my people. I couldn't do it without you because at the end of the day, it takes a village to do things. You know what I'm saying? I'm the president. That's fine and dandy, but everybody in the club, man, plays a part. I got some important people that's in the club. Everybody does something special. So number love to Cadillac4Life.
Nice. Now, how important is it to have a strong team to support? Because, of course, like you said, we know you're the president, but as we saw what happened with Obama, if you ain't got your supporting cast, what are you really going to be able to do? So how important is it that the supporting cast, I won't even call them that. Like you said, I would say they're family, because I watched y'all out there. Everybody was running their separate plays, but it was all towards one team winning the game.
Right.
So how do you feel like that camaraderie, what makes y'all different? Because I think you're different, but I just want to see from you, like, in your opinion, like, what makes your club different from the other ones?
Well, you know, man, like I say, everybody, you know, a lot of the other, we have started something also called STL United, and I'm really proud of that because of the simple fact that where you had a lot of different car clubs and everybody wasn't seeing eye to eye.
Okay.
You know, they had low riders, they had other type of cars or whatever. So what we do is we get together every like January and February, and we honor each other. So what we do is like you'll have a date, so I'll respect your date and I'm gonna sanction it. I'm gonna come to your events, and that's how my events be kind of big. And then you're going to respect my dates. You're going to come to mine, and we're not going to bump dates.
Everybody supports everybody.
Everybody supports everybody. So, and we call ourselves STL United. You know, so.
Oh, wow. We got a phone call. Let's
Here we
see
go.
what's going on. Mr. Eric Waddington.
Elac.
There it is.
Hello? Can you hear us?
Hello?
Hey, how you doing? You're here live and direct with the Pulse with Paparazzi. We got my man, Big Eric Presidente from Cadillac4Life. And who do we have the pleasure of speaking to today?
Elac.
How you doing, man? How can we assist you, man?
Chris told me to call in, chime in.
That's one of my members, man. Can you hear him? Can you hear us, Elac?
Yeah, I can hear him a little bit.
Oh, you're real good now.
Okay, how you doing, sir?
All right. I'm out about shit. She can I chime in when I get.
You all right?
She can I chime in when I get home?
Well, yeah, go on. You can speak on the club, man. Go on, tell them about who you are. This is we call him Jess Z. Like I called him like a little sergeant or I'm a lieutenant or something like that. He's one of our members that's been with us for a while.
Okay.
You could tell him about his partnership with where we be at the Viking Hall up there, 95 North Oaks, pretty much where we do our stuff.
We did the actual show at.
Yeah, we did the actual show. So he's one of the owners of that.
Okay.
So he's one of my prime members. So tell me a little something about yourself.
Yeah, let us know your story, sir.
Yeah, well, I'm saying a little bit. I'm kind of driving right now, but I drive a 74 Coopersville. I don't know if you can hear me or not.
Yeah, I can hear 74 Coupe de Ville. Nice and easy.
Yeah, 74 Coopersville, and me and Eric shared the same. Our father said the same birthday. We got a lot in common.
We got the same name, and both our fathers got the same birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's
Same
great.
That's what he's saying. Yeah.
Okay, I was meant to link up in life.
Things like that is how we come together. Tell them what color the inside of that car is, man.
Say it again. Ian.
Tell them what color the inside of your 74 Coupe de Ville is.
74 Cooperville, 1974. It's white on white with Persian. The dashboard is Persian line. The carpet is steering wheel is Persian line. And then in 74, they did the opposite. They had the car that was Persian line, white. So I ended up getting the one white with the green interior. So kind of your unique car. It's got a sunroof top. Diamond in the back, sunroof top with the gangster lean, woo woo.
Nice and easy. Now let me ask you this, sir. And I don't want to get too personal, but like I know these vehicles, especially even the older ones, it's not an easy or cheap thing to do. How much, roughly, you don't have to give us an exact, how much you think you've put into keeping your vehicle in tip-top shape?
Well, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. My wife stopped me at $20,000. She stopped me at 20. If you keep going on and on, she stopped me at 20.
Right, almost like a kid in a toy store, man. You're gonna want to get everything.
She said either me or the Cadillac. So I said, well, you have to keep the wife around. So I stopped at 20.
Okay. Hey, that's a good little stopping point. I know it's gonna get you to and from. What do you think the benefits of an old school versus a new school vehicle are?
Oh, the horsepower. Because 10-4 got 472. It's a 500 horsepower.
So you'll be willing to put that up against what these young boys be driving with them Hellcats and Scat Packs and all these SRTs. You still trust the old school?
No, sir. No, sir. We luxury. Them Hellcats, they quick. They quick. Our cars are fast. It's like I don't know. They Mopar. I don't know if you know anything about baseball, but I don't know if you know about Willie McGee and Vince Coleman, right? Okay. Vince Coleman was quick, still basically, but Willie McGee was fast. He'd pick you up around third base. He had that long stride, kind of like pick you up on the highway.
So you hold him down.
Stay there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And let me ask you this: as far as for just new and old school vehicles, what do you think? Because I know a couple of the accidents that I had back in the day when somebody smacked my vehicle. Literally, because I was in the '84 Caddy, I lived. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like the other car had steel cage and everything, but they flipped over My car was smashed all in the front. I was still able to drive it back home. I think
So,
well, go ahead.
so what? Said again, your car was what year?
I had a 87 Sedan DeVille.
Okay.
And then I had literally messed around. I was driving through the intersection. Somebody tried to cut through the intersection to make the left. T-boned them. Their car spun around halfway, flipped on its side. My car was sideways in the intersection. 18-wheeler was coming at me. They stopped.
Wow.
Thank God. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, I get out the car. You know what I'm saying? I'm straight. Like, it wasn't like, you know, I didn't have any broken bones or anything. The other car was torn up. You know, and it was a blessing. I feel like just the way those old school vehicles were made, the steel, the construction.
I mean, old school cars made out of steel.
Facts.
Right.
And that made all the difference. Like, if I had my choice, I'd rather fix up an old school and drive that around than a lot of these newer vehicles that are built to kind of crunch up.
Yeah, because new cars made out of plastic. So it's all about money. It's all about money.
Now, let me ask you, what me having you and Eric here, how did y'all two link up to figure out this is what y'all want to do for life?
Tell them I'm gonna let you go and tell the story, Elac, and I'll come on back in on it.
Well, you know, I'm gonna go back to 1992.
92.
My neighbor let me drive his '86 Fleetwood to prom. Short dog. 50s and Vogues back in the day. And then he let me drive to prom, and I've sold ever since. Then when I graduated, I bought me a '88 Sedan DeVille. You know what I'm saying? Then I named myself Cadillac, and then I went from there. And I even go back to the black plate. I still got them. And you know, later on in life, you know, 20 years later, maybe 30 years later, I met her. You know, we was riding out to a club called Cadillac4Life. And then I quit. And then Herb said, man, don't quit, come back. We finna get back together. You know, we got the club back together. I said, okay, I'll join back again. Herb took over. And under new management.
Right.
And I like the new management. I joined his club, Cadillac4Life. Then we became partners.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we started from there. And we kind of realized we had to start, you know, a lot of things in common. Yeah.
Now, let me ask, what made y'all, I was going to ask Eric, but while I got you on the line, too, it makes sense.
Okay.
Like, I know, I just love the way they float. The first time I ever had a caddy, and like, I just love the way it just floated down the street. You can hit a bump. It's just like you in a boat. Like, what made y'all choose caddies, man?
Well, Eric can probably tell you, you know what I'm saying? The best thing black man can have is a Cadillac and a GMC truck.
Yes, sir.
That's a black man thing. Nah, I don't know how you always, but you got to watch the back and Superfly.
Right.
It was a black man dream to have a Cadillac. All he worked for was a Cadillac.
Man, like they said, they got songs dedicated to it. What about you, E? What made you choose Cadillac?
I'm gonna tell you, man. Back when I was younger, I tried to get a Cadillac, man, and I got denied. And it's why I was out in Ellisville when I tried to get it. Same day I went to Frontenac and I got approved for a 9.8. So back coming up, I was known for driving 9.8s. But I always wanted a Cadillac. It was a one-owner doctor's car, and I was like, wow, how could I not get it here in Ellisville, then come down here to Frontenac and they approved me? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
So,
E,
yeah.
okay, E.
Uh-huh.
E.
Yes, sir.
E.
Yeah.
Check out. I bought my first Cadillac from Ellisville out there.
See that?
Man.
I bought my first Cadillac from Ellisville
I
out there.
paved the way for you. We never talked about that. Now we know.
It was just meant to be, dog.
I paved the way because they took me through a rigmarole.
Ellisville had all the Cadillacs, but your credit had to be good to go out there. Yeah.
Wow. So I'm telling you, man, that's wild because I really wanted that car. It was a one-owner car, low mileage, doctor had owned it, you know what I'm saying? And they did not approve me.
Man, same
exact day I went down the front there, and I said, well,
now check it out.
Now they look like that.
I bought my first Cadillac from Moore Cadillac in Ellisville.
Moore Cadillac. Hey, where? Yeah.
That
was it.
Yeah,
that was the location.
Yeah, that's the only Cadillac deal out there.
That was the location.
That was the coupe you bought?
No, that
was the Sedan DeVille.
Sedan DeVille photo, short dog.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But your credit had to be good to even go out there.
Say that one more time.
Your credit had to be good to even go out to Moore Cadillac in Ellisville back in the day.
Couldn't play. Have y'all ever owned anything? Have y'all ever not owned a Cadillac since those first ones? Have you always had one on the side?
Well, I'm a GMC man. I'm a truck. I like trucks. So, Cadillac is my car of choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I had other cars. You know what I'm saying? I had 9.8s, all kind of other cars. Now I had so many different cars, and that's what kind of makes our club so special too. What's my favorite saying, Eli? I say, we got about 12 members, but each one of the members got like maybe 2 and 3 Cadillacs. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure some of the other ones will be calling in. So what I say, like, we hiring for drivers. We don't really need no more members. You know what I'm saying? We got cars that be sitting. We can do a parade by ourselves for real.
Right.
With the amount of Cadillacs we got. If I was to count them all, we might have about maybe 30 Cadillacs.
And again,
between the 12 people, 12 or 13 people.
What made y'all choose Cadillac?
The ride, you said it, man. They float. Like I put it to you like this. For me, I had a vet driving at about 110 miles an hour, going down the highway. Brakes went out.
Oh, wow.
I'm swerving in and out the lanes and stuff. I'm pumping the brakes. I'm like, I can't pull this emergency brake. You know what I'm saying? So brakes end up coming back. That's why I'm sitting here with you today. Took it to the mechanic. He say nothing wrong with it. I get rid of the car.
I think we're saying is, I'm saying.
Yeah. I never drove fast again.
The average black man works at Jim Motors, Chrysler, and McDonald Douglas. The Cadillac is the only car a black man could afford at the time.
Yeah, you right.
Luxury car.
Yeah.
So it was kind of
black man couldn't afford no Benz, no Jaguar, and all that shit.
Couldn't afford that maintenance and none of that. So, like he said, that's true.
Cadillac was a black man's dream.
Yeah. You pull up in a Cadillac, you was just like pulling up in a Jaguar Mercedes, not
fact. And I ain't gonna lie, like that's how I felt when I got my first Caddy. I felt like, man, every day I had a tan one, my brother had a white one, yeah. Okay. We every Sunday morning, we just after we get out of church, the first 2 hours before we hit the basketball court, before we do anything, we outside cleaning them Jones down. Yeah. He had the 3-inch white walls on his jump. Okay. His jump, I think he named it Pearly or something. Okay. But when I say like he was the first one. He got his white 89 Sedan DeVille.
That's me.
Burgundy interior. You know what I'm saying? He put the TVs in that joint. Had the 15 in that jump, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was clean, dog. Sure. Like, then I got mine, and that's what everybody knew us as the Cadillac boys, you know? We rolling around that jump. Like, if you see one, you always see the other. Wow. So, yeah, and then when I crashed, I got in an accident with the 87, I went and got a 91 Coupe de Ville. Man. That joint was crispy. It was burgundy with the gray seats.
You never told me that story.
Yeah, I mean, it jogged my memory because my homeboy saw us at the show, and he's like, "Bro, it's crazy. I remember you used to be riding around the lack all the time back in the day."
Never told me that story.
I told you I was gonna get one down the line, but like, like I told myself, I was like because I was driving, and one day the whole dash lit up. I'm on my way to school, and then it went dark. and that joint just said, whoosh. That joint just stopped on me in like the middle of like the woods, dog. And after that, I went and got like a Nissan Altima. When I say I was so disappointed, I was so heated. It was just like, just didn't feel right, dog. Like when I say that Caddy, like road trips, everything, dog. Like you could just get in there and float. It didn't matter. People went there. Everybody's comfortable in that
For
jump.
me, man, it's like, you know, it rides better than my newer cars. And I say that to say,
Facts.
I might not drive the car for about a week or two. And I get in and I be like, dang, this
I
mug
miss
ride
this.
good.
Yeah.
So that's what I get out of it, man. Just rides.
But I'll tell you something.
Nothing ride like a Cadillac.
Facts.
You know. I always refer back to the Mac. You drive the Cadillac, you mean something.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Real life, man.
Yes, sir.
So tell me about some of like, what have been some of the hurdles that you guys have had to overcome with your actual running an organization of this magnitude? Like, it ain't always fun. It ain't always easy.
I mean, you got different walks of life, and the thing about it is, you're gonna family even argues or have disagreements, but you gotta agree to disagree. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So you're gonna have that in an organization or whatever. But when you can come together, man, and here's the biggest thing, Mike. If you go back and really check, a lot of these clubs don't stay together that long and
Facts.
keep doing the things that they do. People show us a lot of love. They say, well, hey, Cadillac4Life, they be out in the community, they do things, you know what I'm saying? Other clubs, they do things too, but I'm just saying, people show us love. I have had members from other clubs try to come to me and say, hey, man, I like what y'all doing, man. Can I join y'all? I said, well, hey, let me talk to your president. I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They might have a Cadillac or something of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So people show us love, man. And like I say, with this STL United now, with all these clubs coming together, honoring each other, man, it is love out here in St. Louis. I'm going to have to invite you to one of the picnics.
Absolutely. Man. And tell us a little bit more about that. Like, how did that come into play? Because not everybody, as we know, I can tell you from the rappers to the photographers to even the podcasts to everything nowadays, you see a lot of people they either come together but they don't stay together. Consistency is always the key. So obviously you've been consistently building your own team, but now you're taking your team to go play with another team and basically build one team almost like Voltron.
Exactly.
How are you
Exactly.
Tell us a little bit more about that.
A couple of presidents came together, man, and said, hey, this is something we need to do. And that's what's so good about it because when we came together, we started setting these dates and everything, and it was like, let's all come together and make it St. Louis United. I have to mute him.
All right, broski. We're going to holler at you in a minute, man. We definitely thank you for your call, brother. Let's give this man a round of applause. Thank you. And you can call at any time. Hold on. Yep. What's up?
You want to tell him about what we got going on real quick? On August the 31st?
Yeah, I got to roll through it because October 31st, we got a collaboration with the firehouse. Police Department, October 31st, on St. Charles Rock Road. I think Eric gonna send a flyer out.
That's on the 31st.
So what he's talking about, we're working with Angelica Healthcare Centers, community outreach. Okay. And it's called like a first responders is what we're doing, man.
Right,
so we're gonna do like a appreciation barbecue. It's gonna be from 10 to 4 on 7220 St. Charles Rock Road.
7220 St. Charles Rock Road.
Yeah, and it's the
and you said it's the 31st?
Yeah, we're gonna have firefighters and paramedics out there. Some policemen and things of that nature supposed to be out there. So we're just gonna do like a little give back for the community.
We ain't gonna call it little because we're gonna make it big.
Well,
like a lot of people always complain about there ain't nothing taking place in the community. This ain't happening. Kids doing that. All of this stuff. We're letting you know now it's good brothers and sisters out here right now that have an event on the 31st that you can bring your whole family to and enjoy. You ain't got to worry about where your kids at. They can be with you. Like, that's what it's about. You got to have a connection between the kids, the youth, and these adults. They can't be afraid of each other, afraid to speak to each other, afraid to communicate. We need to have events where we can put everybody in the same place so we can kind of figure out some solutions instead of everybody complaining about the problems. Right. So that's a good opportunity. Again, can you give us the date and the location one more time for those so you can pull up and support this opportunity?
So we're working with August the 31st, 10 to 4, 7220 St. Charles Rock Road. Angelica Health Services Community Outreach is the location that we'll be at. And Cadillac4Life will be in the house. And I'm going to tell you something, man. We got some great cooks in this club, man. You know, especially in fish and barbecue. So,
man, them burgers at that daggone
you
I had to double back on them Jones at the show, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yes,
the fish was smelling good too. So yeah, definitely
so
tap
definitely
in.
Be out there August 31st.
Yes, sir. Any other events y'all got out here?
Well, yeah, we got a trunk or treat coming up. Eric, talk about the trunk or treat.
I don't have the address here in front of me, but we were doing a trunk or treat. That's going to be October 27th. We got that flyer coming out, too.
Okay. The address is 135 Crown Point.
Say it again for me, Lack.
135 Crown Point.
Crown Point. That's over there off of Halls Ferry and Chambers area. So what it is a big thing back there, man. We're going to be having a horseback rides for the kids, hay rides, everything. We're going to haunted house. It actually sits on a piece of land. So we're going to be out there doing that. That's October 27th. We'll be out there.
Yeah.
So another event for the kids. Can you imagine taking your kids trunk or treating out of Cadillac trunks? That's a big trunk. It's going to be a lot of candy.
Yeah, everything. Everything free.
Everything free for the community, and that's what it's about. That's what we want to do here at the Post, man. It's just give y'all an opportunity to just show some love and to spread that love to the whole community, man.
Yes, sir.
So check out. They call it, everybody calls it trunk or treat, right? So the Cadillac got the biggest trunk
Facts.
in history.
Facts. There's gonna be a lot of candy in them trunks, man. I already know.
The Cadillac got the biggest trunk.
Definitely moved a lot of stuff with them jumps, man. Yes, I love my caddy, dog.
A lot of candy.
Yes, sir. That's what it's about, man. Community.
Hey,
old school and young school. Everybody just put the family together and come outside and.
I got a roll though.
Appreciate you calling in, man.
We appreciate you, OG, in real life. Thank you for calling in.
There it is.
Text when you get to the crib. That's how we do, man. I'll text you when I get
home. All right now. All right.
All right, be safe out there, OG. Yep. Peace.
All right.
Had our first caller. It's a blessing, man, and we're thankful. You know what I'm saying? OG called in, gave us a lot of game. You know what I'm saying? One of Eric's good people, man.
Yeah.
Like,
that's how my members are, man. That's how we get down, man. Yeah.
So you've had the show for the last 5 years. Where do you see it going in the next 5 years?
So, to be frank, man, everybody has told us, and we know. So I hope the public is listening that we have outgrown that lot, and that's okay. So we are looking at some different locations. I will be announcing them. I got 2 more in play, and we just want to take it from the sky's the limit because we have such a great time, man, and we can add other things to it like the horses. We can bring them over. You know, we had the fire trucks. We had the bounce house out there. You know what I'm saying? Face painting. And that was all done by a foundation called the Vivian Whitney Foundation, and they work hand in hand with us. And
you said that's the Vivian Whitney?
Vivian Whitley.
Vivian Whitley Foundation.
WHITLEY.
Wow. We want to give them a shout out real quick. Give them applause. Thank y'all. Shout out to y'all, man. That was a nice event, and just everybody coming together. Like, for me to see it, just being a videographer, capturing those moments, all I'm seeing is people smiling, having fun, a lot of good vehicles. A lot of people, they always say you can't really do too much of stuff in St. Louis is boring or people backdooring each other, but all I saw was love. Nobody hated. It didn't matter what your vehicle looked like. You could have just, like, I was up there in my 2010 van, and I felt comfortable being up there, dog. Like, I felt inspired, to be honest with you. I want my caddy back now. You know what I'm saying? But it was dope, man, to see just And it wasn't just all black people. It was all different races.
Walks of life, man.
Walks of life, ages, everything, man. Like, I even seen a man out there, like, I think it was his first time coming out. He had a boot on his foot. And he was out there walking around with just a crutch. You know what I'm saying? We need to just, and that's what we're here for, is to showcase those type of events, those type of opportunities. We know, like, everybody can enjoy life separately, but when you have those type of big events where the whole family can come together, and even tell us about, like, for you, you and your son shot a music video out there. Tell us about,
man.
like, that experience.
Yeah, you know, I lost my mother and sister kind of back to back, and I had my middle son. I didn't know he was as talented as he was. I've been coaching basketball all my life and coaching them, let me say, but I never knew that he had this hidden talent. And then one day he was playing some sad music. I think you shot the first video at my very first car show. Much love to you.
Wow.
So that was one of his first songs, man. And EEJAY, y'all look him up on YouTube. EEJAY. And the little dude got a talent. And this video we got coming out, it's going to go epic. The one that we got from this 2024 car show with the paparazzi man sitting across from me. I'm not going to brag on, but you will see it. But it is coming out very soon because people have been asking about it. But you will see his talent at that video, at that car show. So they do good with the videos, man. And I love my other son. I got his hat on now. He's doing his clothing line, you know. So my kids,
Shout him out. What's the clothing line called, sir?
oh my God, his clothing line is Aloof, ALOOF, Aloof.
Aloof.
Aloof. So
Let's give him a shout out right quick. Man, for the entrepreneurship, you gotta love it, man. How does it feel being a father and knowing that your kids are taking on positive identities as they get older in life?
Man, it's one of the greatest feelings out. I think, you know, first and foremost, I don't think no parent should have to bury a child. So I be on my kids. They probably say to this day, I still treat them like they kids, man. But
You love them.
I love them, I do. But they grown, they doing their thing. My daughter, she has her own day through the state of Missouri, October, August.
Man, congratulations.
What's this month? We're in August.
It's August.
August 23rd is Erica Polk's day.
Oh, hold on. We definitely shout out Big Erica. Pope, Day, in the building, live and direct.
Head volleyball coach at Lutheran North, teacher over there, master's. So she's doing pretty good, too. So my kids, my oldest son live out of town. He's doing pretty good. So I have no complaints, man. You know what I'm saying? I just, about time for me to live my life now. They grown.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm proud of them. So they do pretty good. I stay on them, though. We don't get along because I be on them, but they do pretty good, man.
Ain't nothing but a blessing with that, man.
It
Like,
is.
Just to be.
And people don't understand. I want to give a shout out. First of all, let me say this. I was going to do it before Elac interrupted me earlier. But I'm going to try to name all the major car clubs that I know that's in the city of St. Louis.
Okay.
I hope I don't forget nobody. But
Shout 'em out.
this is pretty much the STL United. And then I'm going to talk, and I'll try to get in touch with some of them, the Caddy Connect. And these are the reasons why our show is kind of successful. Because we have all these people come out. You know what I'm saying? So you got dedicated, you got the individuals, you got playtime, you got the Supremes, you got the Sharks out here, you got the OGs. So them are some of the major car clubs here in St. Louis. You know, you have quite a few Jeep clubs out. I don't really know all of them. You know, I know some of them. You know, but those are your major car clubs here in St. Louis, and they represent the STL United.
Now, out of each of these individual car clubs, on average, how many cars do they run with?
Man,
on average,
when I tell you St. Louis got some cars, man. Cause,
historically,
them hydraulics and all that stuff on them lowriders, man.
it looked like I was in California.
Man,
in real life, dog. Like, I'm like, where's the Amigo at that spray painted this
you heard
junk, dog?
Elac said that.
I'm like,
I
Jones
forgot.
look
You got the
amazing.
Socios too, man. So I forgot about them. So those are your major car clubs. But when I tell you, man, them hydraulics and stuff, you can get up to the hundreds and thousands of dollars spending in them. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
you heard Elac say 20,000, but they can put 20,000 in just their hydraulics. And when I tell you them clubs I just named, they got they got some cars, man. So
I mean, you had a display of everything from old school,
Yeah.
luxury, new school,
Yeah.
Mercedes,
Yeah.
Impalas.
yeah,
Like, of course, the Cadillacs.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I guess that was the best part about that specific show. It was such a big variety.
and I'm glad you said that because a lot of people now that we've got our name out there, they say, well, Cadillac4Life, they only gonna have Cadillacs out there. No, as you just stated, we have everything out there. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the Caddy Connect comes into play. Because let me name the different states that we have. We have an organization. We're Cadillac4Life here in St. Louis.
In St. Louis, okay.
Yeah, but when we go out to different states, we're Caddy Connect. So you got Arkansas, you got Cleveland, you got Cincinnati, you got Detroit, you got Minnesota, and you got Peoria, Illinois. They are all members of Caddy Connect.
Now, how did that start?
Man, we just hooked up, man. Partner of mine down in Arkansas named Chubb. Me and him met, and we kind of just went from there, man. So we actually they represent me. They come to the shows or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They bring their cars 6 hours away. You've had Minnesota. Man, they said Minnesota was like a parade coming to St. Louis. They brought about 20 cars, and that's 10 hours away.
That's what I'm saying.
Cleveland,
that's a distance.
Ohio. Man, they come down here thick. You know what I'm saying? So much love to all the Caddy Connects, man. But they ones who make it all possible for us to have what we have and the success that we do. And then we go to their towns too. You know what I'm saying? We'll try to trail the cars out there and all that.
How often do you travel back and forth?
So we travel. We set a calendar too. All our presidents get together, and we set a calendar up for everybody's day, and we respect it. So I have to match that calendar with the STL United calendar. You know what I'm saying?
Make sure everything.
And make sure everything falls in line.
That makes
Like,
sense.
let me give a shout out to Arkansas, if you're listening, which I think you are. They had their annual this weekend. So they we supposed to be all going down there on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
And like y'all gonna have different events every day.
Man, we have. Let me tell you something. They get down there. When I say they have the dress balls where you dress up and everything.
Really?
Oh yeah, it'd be nice, man. When I say we enjoy ourselves, man, we enjoy. And then it's all Cadillacs. You ain't got a Cadillac, you can't be in the Caddy Connect. You know what I'm saying?
So
but
you gotta have a cat. That's the main requirement. Yeah. Okay, okay.
You got my boy King T up there. He running man, he got like a whole dorm out there. Much love to you, T. I got down there and he
shout out
I
to
didn't have to pay for a hotel room, man. He had us on a dorm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so they doing it, man. You know what I'm saying? So
and that's what it's about, taking the resources and putting them together and not worrying about the problems, just finding solutions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the best thing about what I'm watching y'all do. And a lot of other industries can learn from what y'all are doing and the success that y'all are getting, because working together is always going to get us more. We're going to have more access, more resource, more people. Every one person bring 10 people. Now we got 10 people with 100 people. We popping.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody eating. So I think that's one of the best things for me. Like, always want to get back to that caddy. What y'all got going on is basically a stamp of success.
Well, like I say, everybody in the club does something different, man. We got people that's car dealers. Elac, he's a floor specialist by trade. You know.
Okay.
My boy Vito Money, he AC, heating and cooling. You know what I'm saying? So we actually in the process of getting us a clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? To store these cars away, you know what I'm saying?
Like a big garage?
Yeah, because, about time to shut them down. But we'll be out for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Then right after that, it'll shut down from like maybe January to maybe March. Then we back out.
Okay, okay.
We worked with the Demetrius Johnson Foundation for years. Rest his soul.
Rest in peace, man.
Yeah, we gave out 300 turkeys, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
In North County, yeah. So we done been
So
out
y'all
here,
don't
man.
just have fun. Y'all really in the community giving back.
Each Cadillac drives to your house, and we knock on your door and give you a turkey.
See, that's something that need to be shown and seen so people can actually.
And Demetrius Johnson used to have us have police escorts with us, you know what I'm saying? So we done been out there, man. I'm proud of the club. I am, from where it has came from, let's say $200 in the box to over, thousands of dollars in there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we
building.
We building, yeah. And like I said, I got some good people, man. Everybody does something special in the club, So
If there's anything that the people don't know about Cadillac4Life, the car club, or just you, what do you think? Or let's just stick with the car club and Cadillac4Life right now. What do you think the most biggest misconstrued or misconception might be?
What they don't know about Cadillac4Life?
What they don't know about y'all and what y'all got going on.
The biggest thing that they might not know, I mean, I don't know, everybody. I'll say this: as far as an organization, the more people you have, I feel the more problems. If that makes sense. When I say that, like, it's about maybe 13 of us, and what I tell you, each one of them people got like 2 and 3 cars. You see what I'm saying? 2 and 3 Cadillacs.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So that 13 is more solid than me having 20.
Right.
Does that make sense to what I'm saying? You know
Less
what I'm saying?
personalities
Less
you gotta deal with.
personalities, you know what I'm saying? This core of people, you know, everybody play their part. You know what I'm saying? Everybody do what they do. Like I say, I don't, just because I'm the president don't mean I'm your boss. You understand what I'm saying? I just want to move the club in different ways, whatever. Everybody do something special, though. You know what I'm saying? I got a president. I'm the president. I got a vice president. I got a second vice. I got a concierge who kind of looks over the club. I got a...
How do y'all pick out who's gonna be? Do y'all vote?
We vote. We have an election like every 2 to 3 years. So, you know, we just recently had another election, you know.
Okay,
then,
so you,
so I
what,
got
multiple
back in.
times? How many times is this now?
Yeah, but, you know, and then one day I might step down and be a founder, you know what I'm saying? So the thing is, you know, we got people in place to where they can take over. I got a good DOO, you know, director of operation, you know what I'm saying, where we get put in place for grants and stuff of that nature, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we've had grants, you know, and man, you trying to give money away is something. You would never know that, but you know, them grants, you know, you're giving out gift cards, whatever. You want to give out everything you can.
Right.
We did so good one time, man, with about a $5,000 grant to really call out numbers, and shit, the next time they offered us triple that. And we like, hold on, you know what I'm saying?
Take it easy.
Yeah, but, you know, and things like
God
that. I'm
gonna
proud of
bless
too,
you
man.
when you blessing others.
That's what it's about at the end
You know
of the
what I'm
day. I'm
saying?
glad you said that. To be able to bless other people, man. You know what I'm saying? And see other people happy. You know, like when we came up, I didn't see this kind of stuff out there. You know, not to say it wasn't happening, but I just didn't see it. I didn't see brothers riding Cadillacs and giving us stuff for back to school and stuff like that, you know.
And
Times have changed, I
That's
guess.
why I said, having gentlemen like yourself, what would you say the biggest difference is now as opposed when you were growing up? Because I know you did just mention you didn't see people driving around with the Cadillacs. They didn't come back. Like, what were some of the biggest differences that you saw just growing up?
I think nowadays, man, you know, by me coaching basketball and stuff, you know, I say the kids respect me for knowing me as the coach, but I think the respect is out the door, man. You know, this younger generation is on something different than what we was on. We respected our elders.
Right.
You know? Back, if I got in trouble, you know, my neighbor could whoop me. You know what I'm saying? I'll never forget. I had one neighbor, man. He was my advisor in high school. He was my neighbor. My mom was a teacher. He was a teacher. But I didn't play with that man. His name was Mr. Blaylock. You know why I didn't play with him?
Why?
Back then, he failed his own son. So you know
if
he failed his own son.
He's a teacher and failed his own kid.
Man, I made sure I was at advisory every day.
In real life.
In real life. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, dang. But I see that he probably taught his son a lesson. Hey, this is how life is going to be.
Right.
You know,
so like, and he probably saved his life for real. For all we know. Because, like, at the end of the day, you know, parents that are friends to their kids, like, you're not helping them. All you're going to do, the world's going to punish them down the line. Because they ain't going to be prepared for it. They're going to think like...
You ain't gonna be ready for this world, boy.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, back then it was just a different thing, man, because, you know, now it's just totally different, man. Totally different out here.
Do you think that what you're doing with your club, you're actually bringing some of that back? That old school feeling? Because that's one of the things I did see, you know, like, everybody know Paparazzi started as, well, for the most part, where he got famous at. It was in the clubs and everything, all adults. Don't see no kids.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then here or there, I would meet certain people, and they would reach out, and I meet people like yourself, and I'd be able to branch out. But it wasn't like pretty much my job consisted around being around all adults. You know, driving, of course, you got to be almost an adult to have a car. But to make sure that the kids are included, it feels like it really does, like at your event, it felt like one of them old school events. You know what I'm saying? That like everybody could be there and everybody can enjoy.
Right.
And I think just building on that, you know, that's going to help. Like I said, there's a disconnect with the youth and the adults. Why? Because, I mean, first of all, this cell phone. Like, we never had that much information in our hand where it's just like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's almost like you have to have the phone because, like, if you don't have it now, something happened. You ain't got no way. But that's how we got brainwashed and programmed in like 20-some years. Because we ain't had no phone.
No.
Might have been a pager back in the day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, like, ain't nobody had no cell phones. You just know you had to be at home at a certain time frame. And that's just what it was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, just having a sense of, well, first, we got them to make phone calls. But as the internet and everything else got into it, and the videos and all the other stuff, it's like you have a whole computer now in your hand that you can take with you anywhere.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you know, and that raised a lot of these kids too.
Man, I was just going to say that they can Google everything. They do their schoolwork on the phone and everything.
We used to have to go to the encyclopedia in a big giant library.
Do they even pick up books and that? So
I saw one at one of my clients' spot. He had a whole library in his office, and I was like, whoa, it's been so long since I seen that many books just stacked up, like the actual whole encyclopedia, the old school junk. And I'm like, all of that is just right here now.
Yeah.
Like
Right
literally.
in the palm
and
of
it's
your
getting
hand.
updated by the second. You know what I'm saying? There's always something. And even just the programming, like, that's a whole nother topic. But, you know, I think, and that's one thing I brought it up and I love about what y'all have going on. I definitely want to give y'all praise for that. We're going to applaud it for just community connections, linking up the youth with the adults so everybody can stop playing with each other, being scared of each other, disrespecting each other. Because the youth got to learn from the OGs, and the OGs got to be willing to have something acceptable to teach the youth that ain't going to lead them to getting destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the worst thing back in the day. We used to hear, be a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I don't want to just be no real nigga. I ain't get paid. All the real niggas I know dead or in jail. You know what I'm saying? They driving caddies and doing, you know what I'm saying, exceptional things for the community. So it's like showcasing that, and that's why I'm super glad you was able to come on the show and, you know, just
Anything for you, my man.
tell your part, man, because it's like, it ain't nothing but a blessing to watch other people bless other people and to be able to just live on that. You know what I'm saying? Backdoor season is over. We out here ready to show love and spread accomplishments. And that's what we're going to do out here, man.
You think about it, man, to see that many people out there and to be humble, and you know what I'm saying?
Not
and how
any...
You say you felt at home and all that, everybody showing love to each other's cars and all that. You know
there
what I'm
was
saying?
not
No
one
on each
ounce
other.
of hate.
Right.
Not one...
Right.
At least when I was there, and I was there for a good chunk of the day all around that joint, I didn't see one altercation.
Right.
I didn't even see a strap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
Normally
fun-
those type of events,
it's
that
funny you
somebody
say
will be
that
walking around that
because
joint with something.
Maybe
just,
a couple years ago, a guy was walking around there. My security alarmed me with a AR.
yeah.
Younger guy. So my guy rolled down on him. So, hey, man, you got to put that up. This is a friendly event. Okay, no problem. So, you know what I'm saying? So
Respectful.
We learned to put that on the flyer.
Yeah,
after that, you
put
know
them
what I'm saying?
joints up.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
so-
saying? Like, we ain't
Everybody
got time
show
for
love,
that.
man. You know, I think Dedicated got a picnic this weekend, and then I think OG's got a car show this weekend, or whatever case may be.
So for dedicating the OGs, picnic and car show this weekend, if y'all in town, pull up. Show love, spread the daggone, spread everything that's positive. That's what we here for.
We just did a real big with the Vivian Whitney Foundation back to school thing in Pine Line. It was real successful. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So things like that, to see them kids smiling. They had the bossy house, man. We done had us. They had the balloons blowing in your face.
Just
all
let the
anyway.
kids
Yeah.
be kids.
Yeah.
You ain't got to be an adult. You ain't got to like just
Give
be a
them an
kid for
opportunity
once.
to be a
Yeah,
kid,
man. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have enough time to be an adult.
Yeah, you're going to believe me.
Trust me.
You could go back. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Well, man, like when I say, I know we almost about to wrap it up, but when I say, man, it's been a humble honor and a pleasure to have you on this inaugural show. You know, like you bring a lot of history, a lot of game, respect, love, all the good things that, you know, a young black, well, I won't even say young, OG black man, just a black man in general.
There it is.
They be dogging us out. Like, I don't care what your age is. And I'm not saying everybody, sometimes we give them plenty of ammunition to dog us out. So it's like to see somebody out here doing the right thing, living life the right way, flipping it, and being a positive example, not just to their kids, but to the community. Like, salute to you, brother. We're going to give you another applause, man. Like, that's real. Like, a lot of people don't get their roses when they here. You wait till they laid up in front of a church.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want you to hear that from another black man. Like, I salute you, bro, and respect what you doing. And anything that we can do here at Paparazzi to help y'all, what y'all got going on, you know, just let us know, man.
You're a great dude, man.
Man, we appreciate you, bro. Like, you and your whole family, nothing but respect and love, man. Do you have anything else you want the people to know about you before we go today?
C4L, man, I want to know about this video you got coming out, man. I seen a clip of it today. When I tell y'all it's going to go viral, he's talked about Cadillac4Life, but I want to give him a shout out, man. I've been knowing this guy for a while now. His videos, if y'all have never seen them, are awesome. Paparazzi video. This guy gets down, make it look like something real. He has always been my video man. Great dude. You know, give yourself an applause, because I'm telling you.
Hey, get that boy Paparazzi an applause one time. Nah, that's love, bro. For real, man. Like I said, it's all about taking your blessings and using them to bless others. God gonna take care of us in the in-between time, but we just gotta move with pure intentions. And that's one of the good things that I think, even with our working relationship, it's always been pure intentions, dog. Like, and that's why I'm thankful to have the opportunity not just to work with you, but to even bring you on this initial show, man. Because I feel like you definitely have something that needs to be said and people need to hear it. So it's an honor, and you know I'm super thankful that it was dope to even be able to work with your son EJ on multiple videos, and he's talented. You know what I'm saying? He's not somebody that you just have to have a bunch of flash, and it's amazing. Like, I know most cats that would have that much access to that many vehicles, they be writing about all other type of stuff. Like, Dad, let me get this, let me drive this right quick. You know, like we went to a cemetery to film with a crucifix. You know what I'm saying? Like a real life-size crucifix, and that's where we did our first video, if I ain't mistaken. You know what I'm saying? But peaceful scene, and it was just like, it was a real song. He was really talking about something. That was one of the things that made it dope too. You know, a lot of people don't know me for shooting music videos. I do it, but it's just like, what are we talking about? Like, I don't want to necessarily be known for pushing the poison that's kind of like messing everybody up right now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I haven't done it, but that's not where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? At this point in the game, so to have a young man with a decent song that's positive vibes behind it, like, yeah, it made sense. Like, let's get it done. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Some of these videos, man, you don't even understand what they're saying. Man, so that's why, you know, his lyrics are so clean and clear. You know, yeah, everybody do a little cursing, but still, he's, like you said, they got a meaning to it. And if you really look at that first one, if y'all pull that one up, Pain in My Heart, that was all about his grandmother and his auntie. You know what I'm saying? And that's how he really got started. And just sit in a room and just went at it.
Just let it go.
Let it go. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is.
Talent, so.
God gave us all talent. That's really the name of the game while you're on the earth. Figure out what your blessings are, your gifts are. Master them jumps and roll with it.
You sure right, man. My mother taught for years, and I see that's where I've coached kids for years, so that's where we come into play at, you know what I'm saying? And like I say now, my daughter is following in her footsteps, and it's just wild, man. She the daughter that my mother wanted. You know what I'm saying? She's walking in her footsteps. School teacher. You know what I'm saying? How she got out there and raised like $10,000 in 2 weeks for the volleyball team. You know, that's how she kind of got her approximation of the day. She worked with Karan Bowling.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the homie. Shout out to Karan Bowling.
So that's how she got started on doing what she doing. So, like I say, August the 23rd, that's her day through the state of Missouri, approximation, you know. Real quick, I guess, before we get out here, man, I want to give a shout out to Maurice Green. That was his daughter that got killed over in Belleville with his daughter and granddaughter. So I want to give a shout out to that.
Rest in peace.
That was Sunday.
Love and condolences.
Yeah, I think it was Sunday. That's actually Erica, my daughter's uncle. So he's like family.
Man, rest in peace.
So it was in the news and everything, so I can just talk about it. So I want to give a shout out to that, you know.
Absolutely.
Maybe even a moment of silence, but yeah, that's like I say, no parent should have to bury a child.
And rest in peace to all the fallen victims of violence out here that we lost. Violence and drugs. Just ignorance.
Let's
man.
pray for that police officer out there too in Ferguson. Yeah, I don't know if they've said anything, but he was in a coma when he got.
Yeah, they said he had possible brain damage. We're not gonna claim
so
that.
We're gonna give him a shout out too, man. And like
we definitely
everybody out here that's going through.
I think that would be a nice way to end the situation with a prayer, man.
Yes, sir.
Like, you know, God is. Sometimes we move so fast in His life. We forget who created us. We forgot who's in control of everything.
Right.
We forgot who we got to see at the end of this all.
Right.
Like, I pray for the souls of so many of these youngins out here that on quote-unquote demon time. Like, you don't want to play with no demons out here. I promise you. You want to stay away from that. Right. Like, God He ain't going to force you. He'll never force you. He'll give you the opportunity, and then eventually there aren't going to be any more opportunities. So, yeah, man, if we can just show guys love and inspire others to just grow in that way, like I think we done did our job out here, man. And that's really what it's about, regardless of what you do in life. It's about how you do it. So I'll say this, man, Lord, I want to thank you very much for this opportunity of having our voice being able to be spoken, recorded, to be able to spread love, to be able to share the blessings that you bestowed upon another black man out here. We want to pray for this city. We want to pray for this world. We want to pray for all the people out here that just don't really, they're still figuring it out. You know, some people have figured it out, but it's a lot of people that are still trying to figure out. A lot of people hurting down here. So we just pray for peace. We pray for mercy. We pray for guidance. We pray for strength. We pray that you lead our 10 toes and feet in the right direction towards salvation, first of all, and then towards blessing others that are around us. And outside of this, we pray for safe traveling grace for everybody as they go to wherever they need to be at tonight and in the morning. And I'm thankful for this opportunity of just having this show, having E, President, Cadillac4Life. Thankful for the Cadillac. It saved my life. And, you know, just shout out to just God himself for just creating us and giving us the opportunity to just be great in his power. We're thankful for that. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Pray for this city. Pray for your forgiveness for our sins. And pray for strength moving forward so we can make today better than yesterday and tomorrow better than today. Amen.
There it is. Amen.
We locked and loaded. It's live and direct. The Pulse with your boy Paparazzi.
C4L.
We got C4L, Presidente, Big Eric in the building. And we up out of here, man. We appreciate y'all. Nice and easy.
There it is.
I guess we can just play something.
I don't even need to bundle up. Even in the summertime, the street is cold enough to leave a nigga frozen time and dirt to turn to dust. I heard the good die young, but shit, I ain't in a rush. Bars on this laptop, but this ain't a deal. Hard to put my Mac down in this personal hill. I take a lot of shit personal, not a person can